me on my tongue and feel on your waist, baby. Tell me how you want it to, and I can guarantee I'll be the one to give it to you. I'm going non-stop, my spot, you call it vibe, shooting shots, why not? Tell me the things you want to, baby, I'ma do it for you. I'm going non-stop, my spot, you call it vibe, shooting shots.
Alright, what's up everybody? We back with another episode of Radar Live. Are you on the map? Are you on the map? Are you on the map? These niggas not on the map. You niggas on the map. Alright, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Now I know y'all see I'm styling and profiling in my get out hat. You know, it's the hat the dude had on. Start ticking and shit. This is my little get out hat. We've been having technical issues with the new mic, so y'all gotta work with me with this shit, but you know, get my shit right. Get my shit right quick. I be hating when my eyebrows disappear, like, they be having their shit covered. How you in here with the brim low down? We got the New York swag on the picnic hat and shit. Is that good? It's gonna have to do. Alright, so the first story that we got up on the map right now, first story that we're going to is gonna be in North Carolina. I know, you know, this motherfucking man is like consistently saying his name. I feel like it's like Beetlejuice. Like if you say it, like he gonna pop up like Candyman or some shit. Like I just hate having to say his name over and over again. But your president, Donald Trump, was just recently in the news because if you didn't see it, he was in North Carolina doing a debate or giving a campaign push against Ilhan Omar. And this motherfucker let the whole crowd start chanting "send her back." Mind you, if you get into the interview, what he was doing was he was setting himself up to talk shit about her. He was talking about how she was a leftist and she wasn't American and all this crazy shit. Mind you, like, anyway. So in the midst of all of that, they started chanting "send her back," and he basked. Like, gee, like that nigga was like, my people. Like, he was loving that shit. So then he did an interview, and in the interview, he kind of was like, no, that's not what happened. I tried to calm them down. I tried to start talking really quickly on top of it. Nigga, the video what's crazy to me with Donald Trump is you'll have actual footage, proof, evidence, him. Who'll swear it's not him? Like, do you have Alzheimer's? Because we got some diagnostic centers we can get you to, bro. For real. So, keeping along the whole track of the Donald Trump situation. So A$AP Rocky was just recently, he's standing trial now. But a couple of weeks ago, he was in a brawl in Sweden. It's really hard to see what was going on, to be honest. But apparently the guys was following them and they were like harassing them and talking shit. And my thing is like, are you not used to this type of shit? Like, I didn't understand why it got to the extreme of y'all fighting them. Like, it was just crazy. And they whooped dude ass. So, number one, you know, it's like, don't try everybody. But then number two, Sweden took him in, arrested him. The guy who was the bodyguard and the kid who started shit, both cases have been dropped with them. However, A$AP is still in jail, prison, incarcerated, locked up, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, he recently is about to stand trial right now. But Kim Kardashian and Kanye decided to petition Donald Trump to see if he could get A$AP Rocky freed. Sweden was like, no danka. I don't know if that's Swedish, but you know what the fuck I'm saying. It was like, get a nigga the heave-ho to the N-O. Nah, you don't run shit over here except your own mouth. And you can't even run that bitch. So A$AP is saying that he's not going to make it like a race issue. Like, it's just about, you know, the fact that he didn't feel like he got a fair trial, etc., etc. He said he's not going to make it about race. You know. So what ended up happening after that was a lot of celebrities were starting to boycott shows in Sweden and Swedish products and anything they were promoting or whatever that they had going on over in Sweden in solidarity with A$AP Rocky. And they caught up with Wendy Williams in New York coming out the store, and Wendy was like, I mean, I fucks with A$AP. He cool, you know, he can make good music or whatever when he makes music, but I'm not gonna stop my bag. Like, and she was like, tell these celebrities like, nah, don't stop your bag because of this shit, because would he stop his bag for you? I'm just saying. That's all my thing is. So, in other Kim Kardashian news, her photographer was just recently blasted for some sexual misconduct type shit. So, apparently, you know, he takes good pictures. He has a great repertoire and list of people that he works with. But he's been sliding into his DMs, right? Excuse me. He's been sliding in ladies' DMs. And, you know, having a conversation about taking pictures, or if they slide in his DMs and want to hit him up about taking pictures or whatever, he's asking them, like, well, send me some nudes and I'll do the shoot for you, you know, for the free. And they like, I can pay you. I mean, I can't pay you $2,000, but I can pay you. And he like, send the nudes. So one of the girls screenshot the conversation where after she was like, nah, like that's not where I was going with this conversation. He flat out was like, okay, well then, $2,000. Okay. Well, I mean, everybody's making a big deal about it, and I feel like, is it disgusting and wrong? On an ethical level, yeah, it's a little shitty. Like, bro, you can't just get girls. You gotta like dangle your work, and then like you bartering pussy pictures for like, you ain't even bartering for real pussy. Like, I didn't get it. Like, you want them to send nudes for free photo shoots? Bitch, I'll send you some nudes for a free photo shoot. I sure will. Dick, balls, gooch, what you want for a free shoot? Like, I was like, is he petitioning them? Is he trying to barter them for ass? He was like, he wanted nude. I mean, it's disgusting, and he shouldn't be doing it. But I'm like, I don't got the full real money. You know what I'm saying? So what can I do? That's probably had a conversation with Ann, and then he was like, send me the news, and got a little shook. Girl, don't start the fire if you can't take the flame. All right? Okay? Don't heat me up and hose me down. All right now? Shit. So that was sketchy, a little bit shady, but you know, Kim Kardashian, we want to know now what you've been doing for your pictures, baby. I'm just saying, that's that shit. So the next story that we got up on the map, we're going to move it all the way to Kenya. I'm saying Kenya because this story has a lot of parts. So part one of the story is the whole Lion King movie came out. It was amazing. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm not really big on live action movies, especially animals, because from what I saw in the in the trailers, that shit looked like National Geographic with voiceover. I could do that. I mean, I'm not knocking it. Black Lives Matter, you know, go for the black movement. But number one, Disney is not a black company, so I do not give a fuck if they get my black dollars, okay? If that movie was backed by a black company or some shit like that, then I would give it, you know, this black powers, Black Lives Matter push that everybody trying to do. Like, y'all don't be understanding that these entities are trying to pull y'all in. Little Mermaid, y'all cast the black girl as the Little Mermaid, and then it creates this entire frenzy, which gets buzz for the Little Mermaid. I'm just saying. So this whole Disney thing with the Spirit and the Lion King, it was cute. You know, I can't say I'm a fan of the song, but I do like the video. Beyonce was just actually in hot water a couple of days ago because a dude named John Katana, who was a frontman for this band in Africa, in Kenya namely, called the Mushrooms, he was one of the people who coined the phrase Hakuna Matata. The Lion King from 1994 and the Lion King from 2019 are both based in East Africa, or namely Kenya. So he kind of felt a little snubbed because being Kenyan, he said, I thought it was strange that all the Lion Kings were based in Kenya. And then they came down here and shot a lot of the stuff and got a lot of the Aboriginal musicians from Africa and different parts of Africa. And John Katana was saying nobody from Kenya was tapped to do shit. And he felt a little slighted. And I kind of felt like, I get what you're saying, but is it good musicians in Kenya? I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate here because I definitely feel where he's coming from. It's like you filming a movie in Chicago and then don't use anybody from Chicago in the movie, which they do. Yeah, so I see where he's coming from. So what you got to say about that, Beyonce? Because apparently this is your movie. It's crazy to me that Beyonce will touch something, it becomes hers. She did Coachella and they called it Baychella. She did the what's the name thing? What was it? The interview for Lion King or something. ABC didn't change they damn Twitter feed to ABC. I said, come through with the free promotion. Come on through, Beyonce. So speaking of movies and Disney and all of that, they actually have tapped Javier Bardem to be the father for the Little Mermaid movie. So it was crazy, you know, they had all that hype about Haley Bailey. That might be her name, Haley. The girl Haley from the group with Beyonce's The Kids. Okay, with the Parkwood. So they tapped her to be the Little Mermaid, and everybody was in a fucking uproar because they felt like, how is there going to be a black Little Mermaid? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how white America feel like they can take everybody's shit. Y'all make fun of Chinese people, you dress in Native American shit, you always walking around in fucking blackface. They be in blackface when they ain't in blackface. Like, you think because you got on some urban clothes that you get like some street cred or some shit. Y'all will jump y'all asses in any and everybody else's shit, but don't you touch y'all white is right shit. God damn it. Beauty and the Beast and all these Hollywood movies that are like the Hollywood Disney classic movies. Y'all are losing y'all fucking mind over some cartoons. It's cartoons, baby. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Okay? Take a fucking chill pill. We gonna revamp all y'all shit. Y'all gonna be mad. We gonna give y'all ass the Black Brady Bunch. You bitches are gonna have heart attacks. Alright? So, Javier Bardem, who was, I can't even remember like a lot of the movies he plays in right now. I'm kind of doing this off the dome. But he was tapped to play the father. I know everybody was talking about it being like Idris Elba and all that, and no. But low-key, Idris Elba is in this Cobbs and Shaw movie. The Black Superman, baby. Tell you, that shit look dope. Gotta go see it. Gotta go check that out. So speaking of movies, the next movie that we got up on the map, y'all gotta excuse me. This hat is just not giving me what I want right now. Like sometimes it's cute, and then other times I feel like, yes, boss. So, you know, it's my little swag for the day though. So the next story that we got up on the map is going to be about Wesley Snipes. So it's not really a story, but TMZ caught up with Wesley Snipes and they asked him some questions about the Blade movie. I was a super fan of Blade. With the Widow's Peak, Blade made me not want to cut my Eddie. If I let my hair grow out, I got an Eddie, baby. That motherfucker is like... So TMZ caught up with Wesley Snipes and they asked him some questions about what he thought about the new remake of Blade and the concept that they were using Mahershala Ali as the new Blade. And he definitely was on the bandwagon for it and was like, tell everybody to just take a fucking chill pill. Like, it's a movie. He'll make a great Blade. So kudos to Mahershala for getting the nod from Wesley Snipes. You know, Wesley Snipes got a repertoire, okay? Like, don't play with Wesley. From New Jack City to Blade to White Man Can't Jump, like, Wesley was that man for a little while. So the next story that we got up on the map, talking about movies and just all the movies that come out and all these great new movies that's coming out right now. You know, you're gonna want to go on dates. It's hot. It's the summertime. You're gonna want to go to the movies. Maybe get a little cute. You know, go up in there and get a little fun behind the dark, if you know what I mean. Get popcorn and shit. Now, all this shit takes what? Money. So the U.S. House of Representatives just decided to go ahead and push a bill that is going to make the minimum wage for everyone across the United States $15 an hour, and it's going to be kicked in completely by 2025. So the way they're doing it is between now and 2025, the minimum wage right now is like $7.25, I think, across the board. Now, whether your city or whatever has something more or less than that, that is the average. And they're trying to make it so that by 2025, the average is going to be $15, and they're slowly increasing it each year from what it is now to that $15. So, you know, you got a little bit of time before you hit that 15. I don't know what some of y'all making, but let me tell you something. $7.25? $7.25? An hour? $7.25? Bitch, I'll be right in there with Cardi, shaking ass for cash. No way. What am I, 3? Can't live off $7.25. So, speaking of political news, Kamala Harris just had an event thrown from her. They call it the CA event, but it was thrown for her push to be the new POTUS. She has been on the forefront, rising and the next shooting star in politics, and she's trying to run for POTUS. She's currently right now a representative with the United States government and all of that, but that's where she's headed. She said, Hillary didn't do it right, baby. Let me show you how it's done. Let me put a little melanin on it. But she's been getting a lot of buzz. So what happened with Scooter Braun, who is the manager for the likes of Justin Bieber and Demi Lovato, etc., etc., he threw her a party. I think it's dope that he's getting behind somebody like this too. Good for you, Scooter. Low-key though, I think his girlfriend is a little smart, so I think that might be some of it too. Now, anyway, long story short, they threw a party for her, and guess who showed up at the party? None other than Katy Perry, Demi Lovato, and Ariana Grande. So they came, showed their support, took pictures, kind of just put that out there that like we support her, etc., etc. So all for women power, women. Here you are now. So the next story that we got up on the map, we're gonna take it all the way to my room that I was sitting up in, packed and thinking about you. I must confess, we're gonna go over to my girl Brandy. We taking it all the way to B-Rocka. So Brandy might have a new album in the works. They show her posting up a picture on her Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all her social media, where she was saying, we finally got the number one, or the number, because it's gonna be a number one. Speak it. She was saying we finally picked the next single that we're gonna have off of her 4th upcoming album. So her last album was 2012, which actually came out. No, I just fucked that up. Her last album came out in 2012, and it was the 211 album. See how crazy that was? So that was the last time Brandy gave us any new music, any hits, any bangers. She do like a little stuff here and there. She gave us Begging and Pleading, if you remember Begging and Pleading, which was a hit. So yeah, she put up the post saying, you know, we got the next single picked out. So hopefully that means Brandy got a number 4 album on the way. It's about time. It's been 7-8 years. Like, damn, bitch. All you ever do is make us think you pregnant. Can we get some music? So next up on the map, speaking of great voices, Miss Patty. So Patti LaBelle, also known for her Patty Pies, is actually in the news because she has started a new campaign with Walmart. Not just Patty Pies, baby. Patty said there ain't enough to give y'all diabetes with the Patty Pies. I'm coming for the jugular. So Patty is putting out a line of TV dinners that are going to be sold starting exclusively at Walmart. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get them online or anything like that, but let me tell you something. If the shit tastes as good as them Patty Pies, that shit's gonna be sold out. You need to start selling them on Amazon, eBay, Let Go. You can cash out me, whatever it takes, because them Patty Pies have bitches going in a frenzy, in freaking insane. So I'm here for it. I want to taste one. If anybody gets a hold of one before I get a hold of one, please post something. Tell me what it tastes like. I'm curious to know what the menu selections are gonna be, how it's gonna be set up. Is it gonna be like a Lunchable, bitch, where you get a little dessert with it, a little dessert, little juice, little meat, little cheese? Or is it gonna do us like a Hungry Jack meal where it's gonna be big? Can you give us sizes? Is it gonna come with different options? Like, I need details, baby. Nothing gets me more excited than food. if you couldn't tell. So the next story that we got up on the map, though, is we're going to take it all the way to New York. He might be in LA right now. Ain't no telling where this nigga live from time to time. But Mr. D.I.D.D.Y. himself, Diddy, has been in the news this time because he's doing the reboot of Making the Band. And he is looking for people to be on the show. He's coming up with the concept and what he's going to do with the show and the reboot. Everybody's wondering if he's going to bring back some of the different people who were on the show before. Day 26 was actually just in the news because they were saying that they were like, oh my God, you got to bring us back. And how you going to have a Make It Band reboot before? And even, talking to Day 26, yada, yada, yada. So that was them. O-Town, if you remember O-Town, who was started a couple years ago with like Lou Pearlman, under the people who did like NSYNC and all that. They even petitioned Diddy to be like mentors. I feel like personally you have to still be relevant or have still been relevant in some way, shape, or fashion. Maybe, I don't know what. O-Town. I can't tell you one person. I remember him, but ma'am. Okay. So then the next thing that we got up on the map is going to be the story about R.Kelly. My man R.Kelly, they didn't lock up Oh God. They got him. Free my nigga R.Kelly. Y'all hollering about free ASAP Rocky. Let me tell y'all something. You don't hear nobody else talking about Harvey Weinstein. You don't hear nobody else talking about Anthony Weiner. You don't hear nobody else talking about Donald Trump pussy grabbing ass. But y'all stay coming for Robert motherfucking I can't read, but I can write a motherfucking song Kelly. Leave this man alone. Listen. It is a lot worse shit than pissing on bitches. Okay? Now what you do is you lock his ass up in a room with no bitches, a piano, and just pieces of paper. You make that bitch give you good 6 albums. I want that shit to be amazing. Okay? Alright? That's what you do. How y'all gonna lock R. Kelly up indefinitely? What the fuck? One of the greatest crooners. Y'all bitches will sing I Believe I Can Fly in a heartbeat. I don't see nobody walking around here petitioning Harvey Weinstein movies. Y'all don't even talk about this motherfucker no more. And he was running around here raping and pillaging on all you white bitches. And y'all just let that shit slide. And y'all won't leave R. fucking Kelly alone. He believed he could fly, and he flew, and he peed. Leave him alone. He makes great music, and until you start fucking with the rest of these people the way y'all fucking with R. Kelly, I'm not gonna be here for it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can feel however you want to feel about people talking about he holding bitches hostages and shit. Listen, I don't know nothing about none of that, right? I always thought it was a little strange that Andrea Kelly, who talked about all this shit and stirred this entire pot, now she dead silent. You collected your money, you got your little fame, you collected your coin, bitch, you are the devil. Demonic. It ain't no shame in her game. But anywho, leave my nigga R. Kelly alone. Let this man live in peace. Mind you, Kevin Spacey case just got dropped. You remember Kevin Spacey? Remember from American Beauty. He was about a fucking black bag blowing in the wind. American Beauty with Kevin Spacey. Remember he had a little stint where he was in the media because a boy came out saying he was sending him dick pics and groping on butt cheeks and shit. And his shit got dismissed. Why do y'all keep fucking with R. Kelly? Leave this man alone. Let him continue to make good music. Good grief. Can he be great? Let him be great. Alright, so the next story that we have up on the map right now is going to be about Taylor motherfucking Swift. Now let me tell you something. I am a fan of Taylor Swift. I think that bitch can do no wrong in my eyes. Why? Because I could call her Taylor Smith. Taylor Swift is the epitome of that bitch. This is what I mean by that. All her music is about like elfing boyfriends and fucking over boyfriends and boyfriends that fucked over her. But she pushes this really pretty, beautiful, bubbly, oh my God, I'm innocent girl image. But then low key, I think Taylor Swift is a bitch. That's just me personally. Not a bitch in the sense of maybe bad, but baby, I think she will cut a bitch up and talk shit. If you could just hear some of the shit she probably say about people. She looks like she is the cuttiest. So, anywho, Taylor Swift is in the news right now because her Rhode Island home was just almost ransacked. Taylor Swift was going to be bird food. Taylor Swift was about to be in the back of a trunk scattered across the United States. So some dude was seen near her Rhode Island home, pacing the house and walking around and shit by the neighbors. So the neighbors got hip to it, was like, okay, we need to call the police because this is looking strange. Like, what is he over here doing? Police get there, show up, pull the guy to the side, take him in, look through his bag. He had a couple of bags with him. So the guy initially says that he and Taylor Swift are friends, they know each other, and she reached out to him and they were supposed to be meeting up to go over some music. Taylor Swift ain't even in town, okay? The neighbors saw him traversing her house. So when the police officer said they looked through his bag, this motherfucker had, wait, I want to get this right. He had a baseball. He had a baseball bat, 30 lockpicks, gloves, flashlights, crowbar, screwdrivers, and a rake. Let me tell you what took me out. Okay? I'm going to tell you what took me out. All that shit sounded like I'm trying to rob your house. Until they said the rake. Taylor, bitch, he was going to murder you. And he was going to dig you in your backyard and then rake the leaves on top of you. The rake threw me completely off. I said, what in the fuck he doing with a rake? And what kind of bag did he have with all this shit in it? A suitcase? I don't understand. Taylor, mind you, he didn't know if she was home or not, supposedly, because remember he said in the text message they were supposed to be meeting up. He said, she texted me and we've been talking. I don't know if he actually pulled up a text message, screenshot of the shit, but I said that is some strange shit. Gloves, flashlight, lockpicks, crowbar, screwdrivers, and a rake. Bitch, sounds like a recipe for destruction if you ask me. So, yeah, that is what's been going on in the news within this past like week and a half or so. I know it's been a minute since I put up the last Radar Live, but this is Radar Live 11. Are you on the map, bitches? Are you on the map?